All right, guys, are you guys ready for the intro? Anybody else want to do intro? Actually, anyone else want to try it?
What do I say?
Just
give me a script.
All right, here, just say, welcome back to Nights Like This, and then you can introduce yourself, and then we'll go Vanessa, and then we'll go this way.
Okay.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Welcome back to Nights Like This. I'm Kayla.
I'm Ness.
I'm Kayla.
I'm Ali.
I'm Tilly.
Tilly's back, guys. Tilly's been gone for so long. And to start this off, I have a random question, just because I want to know is, have you guys ever wondered why nipples are different colors? Anybody?
Well, I mean,
That's a good question.
skin color?
Yeah. No, okay. So I had Googled it, right, and it's because of like your it's called I don't want to sound stupid. I'm just gonna.
Or it starts something like that, right? Like
What,
Areolas?
areola? It's called. Oh my God, nipples popping up on my page.
Wait, hold on. Can I ask you, like, what made you think of that?
Okay, so me and Kayla were talking about this girl, and we've seen her nipples before, and she was talking about how they were translucent.
What?
And I was like,
Transparent.
You can see the veins.
no, I'm sorry, transparent.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean transparent? Like, how are you describing a nipple as transparent? And she was like, yeah, it was like clear. And I was like, what? So I don't know if you guys ever seen like a clear areola.
Like beige?
No, like it's so
Pasty white.
light that like there's no pigment. Like it's
Like you can see the veins.
Like there's no
but there's no like color. There's no pink. There's no brown. There's
Wait,
no
so is it
nothing.
like the same color as her
skin.
Yeah.
Oh, what the? I don't think it's
So it
crazy.
kind of just blended like
Yeah.
Are
with
her
like a
nipples dark?
very hint, like no, a very hint of like the lightest pink possible.
Wait, you guys saw it for yourselves?
Yeah.
And she was sucking on him. No, I'm just kidding. Wait. No, and because I was just like, I was just thinking about it, right? Because I was like, okay, yeah, I've seen brown nipples. I've seen pink nipples. I've never seen a clear nipple. So I was like, in your guys' experience, have you guys ever seen anyone with a clear nipple?
No.
No.
Okay, what are the normal colors that you guys see?
Like, just brown. Like, just the
Yeah.
Dan's brown.
I don't think
Brown,
I've
A little
like.
bit pink.
Yeah.
I don't think
not
I've
too
messed with
pink.
anyone with pink nipples.
Okay, no, because then I started thinking about it, right? And I was like, I think it's funny how like white people have pink nipples. I've never seen a white person with brown nipples.
They can have brown nipples.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen.
I've never seen it for myself. And then I was like, obviously, like black people have brown nipples. I was like, do they ever have pink nipples?
I don't know.
So then I started like tripping out on that, and I was like, just on the topic of nipples, and then I just had to Google it for myself.
That's
So-
so
That's
random.
trippy.
Do you guys want to go around the room and say what color nipples you guys have? Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want.
That came fast.
Hey, you threw me under the bus, so we could talk about nipples.
Wait, no. Oh my God.
Yeah. Talk
Okay,
about your
fine. You
nipples.
know what? We will talk about nipples because I'm not afraid to say this. I'm part of the 3%. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have inverted nipples.
Dude, I thought you were gonna say, I
What is-
remember when we
how
were
does
little.
inverted nipples look like?
What? Wait.
Remember?
You remember them?
Yeah, you would show me. Remember? I was like, why does it
Dude.
look like that?
Yo, you know why, bro? I was convinced for the longest time that I had outie nipples, and I was convinced it's because you guys titty twisted me so much that they f***ing went in.
They said no, thank you.
So they were in when I was younger.
They were, yeah. It was like a cross, not a cross. But, you know, like you know when it's invert, like you know when it's
Yeah.
inside, it's like a
Yeah, it's like a belly button.
like a coin or a screwdriver.
Dude, oh my God, I'm glad that you said that because
I remember these, yeah.
them being freaking out. But
Something.
so I'm part of the 3%, and if you guys want to see it, maybe I'll pull up an OnlyFans. Yeah.
$30
I was talking to you about this. Remember when we were in the car and you were like, "Flash me," and I was like, "No, I'm not gonna show you."
Well, dude, low-key, I remember him because whenever we would have to shower together at Nanang's house,
Yeah.
like, I remember, but I just never, I'm just like,
Were they
yeah.
in?
yeah.
Oh, then you guys know then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
They just didn't want to.
Damn, y'all just didn't
I
want to
just never
tell
thought
me.
anything of it because I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
she's not growing them. I'm just kidding.
Well, okay, this is another to go off of like any nipples and stuff. Have you guys ever seen an any vagina?
Aren't they already in?
What do you mean, any vagina?
Wait, so like ones that are just a slit, not with like. the
Yeah,
lips
there's
out.
no.
Oh.
Have you seen a vagina that
that's
has
crazy.
no
No
lips?
lips,
It's
nothing.
literally just a slit.
It's just like a hole.
It's just bone.
Ooh, I'm
just
scared
kidding.
to say out loud.
Wait, what?
Okay, so like. I'm shy now. I don't know if I want to air her business out. I feel bad.
No names,
You know
no
what I'm
names.
saying? No names.
No
No
names.
names.
Okay,
Um.
just give her a fake name.
Okay, we'll say her name is. I don't know. Chelsea.
Okay.
So I was showing Chelsea. This is when I was younger, right? I
Yeah.
was showing Chelsea how to put a tampon in, right?
Okay.
And so she was watching me do it because, like, yeah, I know it sounds gross, but we grew up together.
Yeah.
And so when Chelsea mentioned like, oh, your vagina looks different than mine, and I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, I don't have lips. I was like, what do you mean you don't have lips? Everyone has lips. And she was like, no, mine looks like a baby. Like,
Yo, you know what? When you said that name, I knew exactly who you were talking about.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I literally can't.
Damn. So I'm gonna. Oh, I was like looking up. I was looking up colors of nipples, and for whatever reason, there was a light variety pack, a medium variety pack, and a dark variety
Why are you going
pack.
back to nipples?
Wait, what do you mean? Of like pasties or like actual nipples?
Well, I thought I was looking up the color of the nipples, and it was actually you could buy nipples. So
whoa,
Oh, what the heck?
maybe I might try them and see what it's like to have nipples for a day.
like pink nipples. Like, I don't
Tell me how it goes whenever you do.
I know, huh? I know, huh?
Bro, you add a peppercorn?
bro. You know, okay. Have you guys ever worn pasties?
Yeah.
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 When you're
This is
wearing
kinda
lace
scary,
shirts?
low-key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Knock it
so
over.
I wear pasties when I go to like raves, right? I just wear pasties, and I have to. Do you guys put toilet paper in there, like on your nipple?
Wait, so it doesn't like when you
Rip
take
Rip it
off?
out, it
Yeah.
doesn't hurt.
Well,
You guys,
I haven't.
you haven't?
No.
Okay, well I have to. Otherwise, there's stuff that will get in there, and then I'll get infected.
You can get like put the little Vaseline like around your thing, so it doesn't.
That's
you know,
smart. That's
instead
very
of like
smart.
on it, yeah, just.
And it's because my skin's allergic to like adhesive. So like if I put sticker on me, I break out.
Yeah, when we went to EDC, I was low-key scared because you didn't. And I was like, it doesn't look right.
Speaking of like adhesive and stuff, I let her wax my back the other day, and I was like, ah. Have you guys ever got your back waxed?
No,
No.
I got my brows waxed, but
Your brows? I get them
That's
waxed
it.
too.
I feel like I'm not a hairy person like that. Like I don't
I don't have
need
hair.
my back wet.
I was like, we don't.
Well, I don't have. It's like she showed me a picture, and I was like, ew, that's what my
It's like
back
peach
looks like.
fuzz.
Oh, it's not bad.
She was
No,
just
but
like-
I was getting like self conscious about it. I was like, can you wax my back? I mean, I don't know. Kind of hair. I was getting self conscious about it. It's like I don't want to be hairy. But moving on to our first question of the night, I was having this debate, and I need to know: do you guys think love is an emotion or a choice?
Emotion.
Emotion.
I wouldn't know about choice
Okay, I'm a.
because I mean you can choose to be with someone or not. Like if you're happy with yourself by yourself, or if you're with someone else, But
But then you're choosing to love that person. Okay, the way that I think about it is like if love is a choice, right? You know how when you stay with someone and you're choosing to stay with them, it's because you love them, right? Versus you love someone but you can't be with them for a certain reason, and
So are you saying that it's both? Like it can be both?
Yeah.
Because I think it can be both.
I think it can be both, but I feel like it's one more than the other. That's why I wanted to have this debate with you guys, what you guys thought on it personally.
I think it's emotionally because it's more how you feel. Like it's what you choose, at first, and then you build with someone also, So that's your decision or choice to like stay together.
Well,
but-
also too, if you think about this, right? If love is a choice, right? You are choosing to be with that person to begin with in order to love them.
That's what I was gonna go.
You know
with
what I'm
it,
saying?
Is that like so? If you take the relationship out of it and you think about like family and like friends or like love in a sense of like loving what you do, I feel like that is more emotion based. And then with the person, you're choosing more off attraction of their personality or their looks, and then you grow to love more and more and more of them. But you still kind of like a choice of staying there, because then if there's things you don't like, then that's when you kind of like reel it back and like, is this a choice I want to continue making?
That's where boundaries come in, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, then that's the question itself. Can you love someone without really knowing them? Like, have you ever felt like, oh, like I love you, but I'm not gonna say it because it's too early in the relationship?
Well, there's
but
also
like you
people
felt
that
it.
there's also people that just say I love you just to say it. Like,
Have
don't
you
really-
ever?
yeah,
because
I have too.
yeah.
Yeah.
sometimes it just comes out like, oh, I love you, but it's not really like, oh, I love you like that. You
Did
know? Like,
okay? Did you guys freak out when you guys said it, or when they said it, or whatever?
I remember in my earlier relationships, like if I did say it, I was just like, oh shit, I fucked up. Like now you can't go back from that because those are strong words.
Yeah.
And then whenever you just say it just to say it, you're like, ah, fuck. Like now I feel like almost stuck.
Did they
feel bad.
act different when you said it? Like, were they more lovey towards you, or were they just kind of like?
No, they were definitely more lovey towards me, but it was just like, obviously the relationship didn't last, and like I didn't really mean it to begin with.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Does that count as in like the whole emotion or choice? Because like I loved them, but I wasn't
In love with them?
that
in the
person.
moment.
Okay, now that is a question that I have right there. Okay, when someone tells you they love you, do you take that as I'm in love with you, or just like, oh, dude, I love you?
that they got love for me, that's it, but not like
Okay,
they're like
so-
obsessed love with me.
If you're in love with someone, do you tell them, I'm in love with you? Like, do you tell them like
Like right off the bat.
no? Let's just say you've been together with that person, because I'm trying to think if I've ever said it, if I've ever been like, I've always said like, like I love you, but like for someone to be like, I'm in love with you, like I don't think I've ever like said I'm in love with you. I just like, oh, I love you.
Maybe if it was a side conversation, but you don't need to say like, oh, I'm in love with you. I mean, you can just tell them on the side like, oh, I am in love with you.
Yeah.
And then the I love you just come naturally, you know?
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever said I'm in love with you. I just like, I love you.
Yeah. 'Cause
Have
it's not
you ever said I'm in love with you?
I definitely have, but like it's more reading that moment in time. Like, okay, we're feeling it. I'm not
Yeah.
just gonna be like, oh my god, I'm so in love with you. No,
Yeah.
it's not just gonna come out randomly. Like if we're both in the moment and we're feeling like, okay, like yeah, like, and we're both, I know that we're both feeling that way about each other.
Yeah.
Then of course I'm gonna say like, yeah, like I'm in love with you.
See, I don't know. I for me, I don't know if I just have commitment issues, but I'm like, dude, that feels so weird to me to be like, I'm in love with you.
Yeah, I don't think I've said it like that. Like, oh, I'm in love with you. No, I'll just say like, oh, I love you. Like that's it. But I don't think I've ever. Well, my relationships are fucked up, but you know.
Real.
Let's see. All right. Sorry to make it a little deep to start off with, but now we'll just go on to the next
You
question.
started off with
okay?
nipples.
My bad. Nipples, and then we talked about love. Now we're talking about going to the club. So, nothing too crazy from your guys' experience. It doesn't even have to be the club. It could be like at a bar. It could be like anywhere where there's drinks involved.
Okay.
Is it okay for your partner to accept drinks when you're not there?
I wouldn't care.
I wouldn't care
Honestly.
either. Free drinks.
I'm not the one type to care about things.
Well, do I get the drink afterwards? Nah, I'm just kidding.
I feel like I'm kind of in the middle
You're in the middle? Okay, why are you in the middle?
because like number one, I'm a jealous person.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm toxic.
I know a lot of people like you. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people would be like,
No.
no.
Yeah, but at the
Because-
same time, just like what she said, free drinks.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
get those drinks for us, yeah?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I can't help but feeling like, what the fuck? And like, I know that other people would find it disrespectful.
Yeah.
And I can see why.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I think it just.
I'm going to give you two scenarios then. You're going to tell me acceptable or not acceptable. Acceptable? Goddamn.
Acceptable.
Okay. First scenario. Your person goes to the club and she's intentionally flirting with people to get drinks.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
problem.
that's a hell no.
No.
That's-
Why?
Yeah.
What's
no.
the reason?
And doing it in front of you or when you're at home?
When you're at home.
Oh hell no.
But you don't know that though. You don't know that
yeah,
though.
Like,
exactly.
You're giving us
Oh,
a
no.
scenario.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's fair.
So that's the first scenario. You guys all
in
said
front
no.
Would even be worse. That'd be
I know.
wild.
Yeah.
So okay,
Disrespect them.
second scenario. The guy just goes up to your girl and tries to flirt with the girl, and your girl's like, he's like, oh, like, I got a drink for you, and she just accepts it.
I mean,
I'd see it as like she's taking the drink, but like she's actively with you, so it's not like she's. I don't know.
No, she's not. You're not
not-
with your
oh,
significant
okay.
other.
Oh, okay,
like,
okay.
you're still at home, and they go to the club, and a guy tries to hit on her or him or whatever, and they just go up to you, hey, I bought you a drink, and you accept the drink.
I mean,
I wouldn't. I would feel like that's disrespectful.
Yeah, it is.
Especially
What?
doing it whenever your significant other isn't around. I think that's 10 times worse than doing it is in front of your significant other.
Okay, so the scenarios that I give you, right? You guys are all saying no. So then, can you give me an example of a situation where it would be acceptable then?
unless they talked about it before going to the club, like, oh, what if someone buys me drinks? You
Very
know,
true.
like,
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
rather be communicative, you know, than not know.
Okay, so all the scenarios I gave you, she prepped you up before that. Hey, babe, I'm going to the club. I'm getting my free drinks, and you're saying that's cool.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that she didn't tell you to begin with, where you're just like,
Yeah.
no, okay,
Yeah, because it's sneaky. Like,
okay,
Yeah.
I feel that.
I like that.
Kayla,
I feel like.
or not you,
Oh,
her.
sorry.
I don't know. I don't know how
My
to.
bad.
I don't know. I don't know how to answer this. Like, I think it's offensive if they go into it like I'm gonna flirt and stuff. But like she said, if you communicate like, oh, what if I get a drink, and then you go and you accept a drink, even though this guy's flirting with you, you already told your partner that you were gonna go out, and if someone buys you a drink, you're gonna take the drink, right? But it's also like you're choosing whether or not if you want to keep flirting with this guy or just take the drink and go.
Well, wait, the person doesn't even have to be flirting. Like, it's just a
Okay.
random that comes up to you, and they're like, hey, I got you a drink, but the guy's flirting with you. Like, you know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Yeah. I mean, as long as she knows how to shut it down, you know.
Yeah.
Or they shut it
Yeah.
down. So.
Yeah.
True.
You?
I feel like for me, I don't like the idea in general of a guy bringing my girl a drink. If you're at the bar and somebody wants to buy you a drink at the bar, like you're literally there seeing it being poured and all that, that's cool. But I do not like the idea of taking random drinks from people.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It
I
has
didn't.
to
I didn't
be-
think about it like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That is a warning for all
Yeah.
of my younger
Don't
people.
do that.
Get your drinks at the bar. Do not accept a drink, because I've been spiked and it's not a good feeling. So, Tilly.
Number one thing is, if you're with a pretty girl, you should expect already that guys are going to be hitting on her and getting
Yeah.
her drinks, no?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I
like,
do accept.
I think what they said, communication is key. If your girl's going out, or like even if you guys go out together, he's at one place and then, or one end of the bar and she's at the other, and she's getting drinks. I don't know. I think it's okay if like we're on the same agreement. Like, okay, well, this guy's offering to give me a drink. Are you gonna get my man a drink too?
Ooh.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
well, sometimes that's how. I mean, from my experience, I've had people I've dated like, oh, can you buy my friends around? You know, and
Yeah.
they actually do.
They do?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
actually do.
Damn, they balling.
And they be thirsty, you know.
That's crazy.
Especially like older men, they be like that.
Yep.
But as long as you put it out there, like, yeah, you can buy me a drink, but only if you get my man or
Yeah.
my friends a drink too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn, that's crazy. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna piggyback on what you were saying about the whole drink thing. Damn.
Wait, about the what part?
About like what you were saying about like if your girl's hot. Oh, this is what it was. Thank you. I have met girls. I don't know if you've ever been in this situation. I know I've been in this situation where I will keep flirting with not me personally, but not this certain scenario, but there are situations that you've been put in where you kind of have to act it out because you're scared of how that person will react. Have you ever guys do you guys
Oh, like
understand?
their energy.
Yeah, have you ever? Do you know what I'm saying
Yeah.
though? Like you kind of have to just go along with it
Thank you.
because you're afraid of how that person's going to react, and so you're basically like low key trying to save yourself. I'm trying to think of a scenario. Tilly, do you understand kind of like what I'm saying about like you have to like kind of just go along with it just because you're
So-
scared of how they're gonna act? Like,
Yeah. So in like past relationships, tell me if I'm like getting off a topic.
okay,
So people can be really insecure and like say that we're going through a fucking drive-through and
Okay.
I'm just polite, like thank you. Oh, I like your nails,
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
like that. And then they're like, why were you flirting with them? Is that what you're getting at, or is that?
That's a good like thing too. But you're more talking about what?
speaking of
You
like,
can't hear me? Oh.
because you're turning
Like
towards
be
me.
uncomfortable with their energy, like if they're like
Yeah.
unsafe.
Oh.
Or if
Yeah.
you feel they're unsafe.
That's what you're talking about, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
Like a
okay,
setup?
okay.
Like
Um,
I've like had like where people have come up like to me to like try and talk to me,
But they're being
but
really
they're
aggressive.
like being aggressive, and like if you
I see what
don't
you
like
mean now.
leave on like a oh hey like I'm like over here, like they like really like put you in a like kind of
And-
like corner you, like they're trying to corner
And
you.
so you have to act like as much as you want to like tell them off or like just leave, you can't because you know that they're gonna act out and you're scared for your safety.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a scenario, but do you have something like that then? If you understand, because I'm trying to think of a scenario where I'm just like, I mean, I guess that was one where like, you're at a club and like you're by yourself or whatever. The guy tries to like get you a drink, but he's being very aggressive or he's on you, and you can't just leave because he'd be the type of person that probably would be like, hey, like very like aggressive, like.
I've never had that happen personally to me, but I have like witnessed it with like friendships where we went to Rookies one time in Visalia, and her ex-boyfriend happened to be there.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of awkward. So like she's playing it cool, but he is the type where like if she tried walking away, he would follow.
That's a perfect scenario. That's a perfect scenario. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been in that kind of scenario, but I mean, I've had guys be creeping on me, and I'll be like, I literally have a girlfriend, or just lie.
Yeah.
But they're still pushing up on me, and then they start being aggressive towards me, and I will have some homeboys of mine just tell them to like back off, you know?
Yeah.
Because it makes me uncomfortable. There's still guys out there that will hit on me.
Yeah.
You gay. So, like,
Yeah, we had talked about that in the last episode because me and her were talking
It's
about
scary,
like, dude, we're
yeah.
freaking we're masked and you're with a like
Hey,
straight up
some
masked
guys are
person.
into that.
a
Yeah,
lot of guys.
she said that
obviously.
you're gay.
Wild.
I do have a question. Like speaking of like clubbing and stuff, I guess it doesn't really transition well, but after you do the deed, after you do the dirty, okay, because I was like thinking about this. After you smash with someone, are you the type? Okay, say you gotta go to the bathroom afterwards. Are you the type to cover up, or are you the type to just go? Because I need to know. Because I need to. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
It depends if, I mean,
Like, are you cover up? Like, you're using
Like,
a
run
blanket,
out.
or you like grab your underwear and you put it back
yeah, I'll
on?
just put on my boxers and then
Okay,
I'll just run out.
Okay, so you cover up. Okay.
Yeah.
I do both. Sometimes like I'll put my clothes on because I know we're like okay wait. I know we're not gonna keep
Situation,
going.
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's sometimes where I just like go do my thing like without putting anything on. I just go like clean up.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
I feel like most of the time I don't get dressed.
I don't
But
get
you guys
dressed.
are comfortable with each other,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
different. You know. What
Okay, let's say it's a random then. Like it's like a one night
still
stand
probably
hookup.
would.
Are you still gonna cover up or
No.
Yeah.
no?
I think I would.
I'm gonna be 100%. I'm fucking awkward and I'm shy.
So you're gonna
So I'd
cover
be
up.
like, I'm just gonna cover up.
Okay, see, okay. The reason why I brought that up is because it's like, bro, you guys just did the most intimate thing that someone could do, and you guys are covering up. It's like, bro, I
yeah,
just
but
see.
like sometimes it
Here,
could be
I'll
in the
just seen
dark
your
though.
ass.
Like, you could be in a dark ass room and they didn't see you.
Wait, because it's
that dark.
It's literally.
Okay.
It's literally like, bro, I just saw like your titties bouncing, and like, and then all of a sudden you want to be like, oh, don't look at me, don't look at me. No, okay. So wait, you said dark. Okay, so are you guys a lights on or lights
I
off
don't
person?
care, man. TV on, light on, off.
Okay, there's
TV
a
on
difference
show.
between like candle lighting and like straight up the lights on.
This
Yeah.
yeah. lighting hell. That's crazy.
Imagine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Shooting a
you're
porn
going from
scene.
like a dark room to a freaking bathroom.
Yeah, because you said dark. So are you a dark person then?
Wow.
Most of the time when
Shy.
I'm a little shy, but I will say like most of the time I have the opportunity to do that. It's nighttime, so I'm not gonna put freaking lights on. Like
Yeah.
it's I don't know.
Okay.
It's awkward.
All right, you're ready.
I feel like if I have lights like this on, like my room lights on, I feel like I'm shooting a porno.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, a lot of people like having it in the dark, huh? Like doing it in the dark, but I think it doesn't matter to me. Like,
Dude.
if you're in a moment, then you're in a moment.
Morning sex or night sex?
Wait, no, wait, hold on. Tilly, are you a dark person or?
I don't mind the dark, but I kind of prefer just like a little dim. Like if you're playing like music on
Okay,
the TV
okay.
or like a candle,
Yeah.
I like to see what I'm doing too. You know.
Yeah, it's just because like I do like the light. But I mean, it is in the dark, like how you guys saying. But I do love the dim, but then sometimes like like, okay, this is my ADHD. Like, if
This
is my ADHD. So whenever like I'm smashing or whatever, like I'll open my eyes a little bit and then like I can see your face and it's just like like I'm looking at eyes rolling back and I swear to God I'll start cracking up midway and I'm just like it's just like, why are you laughing? And I'm like, bro, it's because look at your face right now. Like I'm that type of person. Like
You're just so serious. Like you can't. Like,
I'm not a serious person. I'm not a serious
If
person.
the show is on, like she can't. She'll start zooming into the show.
Same.
Zooming into the show. If a song's on, I'm like, are we going to the beat right now? What's going on?
I'll start singing along.
I'll be going by the beat.
I do too, and that's why I start laughing too, because I'm like, I don't need to be going this fast, like, and I'm like, this doesn't do anything for me. Why am I going with a beat?
Oh my God, dude, it's wild.
No, but you guys aren't like that though. Like you guys open your eyes. Okay. I need to know. When do you guys eyes open or closed?
I like them open. I like to see what I'm doing, you know. I can't see. I'm like, you know, like
Okay.
on a search for something.
You?
Ooh, I don't know. It depends. Like it depends on the position.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
position.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm my eyes open, but like if we're making out, then eyes closed all the
Yeah.
way. Because then
That's
if I open
weird.
my eyes and I see their eyes open, it's just awkward. I'm just like,
Dude, there was a girl I made out with one time. She kept her eyes open, and I don't like that.
that's weird, right?
I don't like
It's
that.
weird.
It was like, close your eyes. Like,
You're like,
I mean, I did that once, but it's because like I didn't want to kiss the girl, you know.
what?
Like the one I told you about.
Wait, you kept your eyes open?
Yeah, because
why am I
she's
doing
all,
this?
"Can I have a kiss?" And I was like, "Oh, I guess." And then,
Okay,
remember, like
we had okay. In one of our previous episodes, we talked about this topic. Okay, if you don't want to kiss someone, why don't you just say no? Why do you feel obligated? It's a pity kiss, bro.
But
It's a
'cause
pity kiss.
I thought she was gonna shoot me.
Oh. Okay. Valid. Okay. What we were talking about.
Those situations.
No, what we were talking about right now, that's a situation right there in itself.
Hostage?
Yeah. Well, like,
scary.
yeah, like you feel uncomfortable to say no, so you're gonna say yes, and it's like I don't know if it's a trauma response or because I heard people say like when stuff like that happens, like they disassociate when they have to do it.
Yeah, I was totally like I was like uncomfortable when she was making out with my bottom lip, you know?
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm scared. Like, what if I just pull back right now? But she just kept on going, and I was all like, okay, I gotta go. And so, like,
Okay.
you know, it was just because it was in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So that was my survival instinct for me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Speaking about first kiss, me, Tilly, and Kayla have answered this question in a previous podcast. I want to know for you guys, can you guys tell your experience about your first kiss? Like how that was, if you guys remember at all.
Yeah, mine was like really awkward. No, okay, it wasn't even like it was like a peck.
It was a
I was-
peck? Okay,
yeah.
let's go first make out.
Oh.
Because like I didn't start dating until like toward the end of high school.
That's
so-
fine. That's fine.
I'm trying to think.
Because I mean, I feel like everyone's first kiss is not as what the movies make it seem like. all
Yeah.
romantic and
Mine was
stuff.
under the sheets, under a blanket, and her sister was in the room with us.
What?
And we were just under the sheets, just making out. While
Okay.
the sister was on the floor.
Okay. Well, I wanna piggyback off of that. Kayla, go tell your story.
Me and my friends were playing hide and seek at this random elementary school one day after school, just for fun. And then my boyfriend at the time he pulled me, and then that's when I had my first makeout session. I didn't know if I was doing it right, but I guess I was. So
Okay. I want to know, in your guys' first kiss, did you guys use your tongue? Did you guys try sticking out your tongue?
No.
No.
There was a lot of teeth.
Okay, that's what I said. Mine was teeth too. Like,
But I think it's because it was under the blankets and it was dark. So I was like, what the fuck am I kissing, you know? And all I heard was clack, clack, clack.
I mean, bro, I have an overbite. So,
it's even worse with braces, bro.
oh, you had braces, huh?
I had
I
braces, yeah,
hella
that shit's
forgot.
embarrassing.
I hella forgot.
Yeah, that's
What's it called? What were you guys feeling after your first kiss? Were you just like, yeah, like I did that, or were you just kind of like,
It was hot. Like, I was just like,
oh, you were
sweating.
sweating? I thought you were like,
Yeah.
damn, that shit was hot. Like,
You're all breathing hot breath.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a long time ago. I don't know. Like, I just remember that though. Like, it was with a sister.
Well, you know what I always think about? Like when I think about people's first kiss, I think about like Do you remember? Did you guys ever go to like your school dances, like elementary school dances, or not elementary, middle school dances, or like high school dances? Okay. What trips me out is like when I went to my first like school dance, I was like, who taught you guys how to dance? Because like because like girls be like grinding and stuff, and I remember one time I was talking to my friend about it because it's in my intrusive thoughts. I was like, how did you learn how to grind? And then like she told me, she's like, you know what, we had a sleepover one time and we were all just and I was like, gay. No, but like I don't know, like who teaches you how to grind on someone? Like I used to be stiff as a board just standing there like
Same.
Okay.
I don't even know how to shake my ass. I don't know how girls do it. Do you move your ankles?
No, okay. Okay.
I don't
So for the femme girls on here, can you please explain to us how you guys learned how? Well, Tully, do you?
Fuck no, I don't even have an ass, bro. I'm all
Wait. How do you?
Some
Okay.
girls be-
What?
When they have no butt, they still be shaking.
That's true.
For some
Dude, they be using their fucking tippy toes. They be like,
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I should do some drills.
You just see that?
no. Okay, so I need to know. How did you learn
To what though exactly?
to shake ass, like throw it back, like how'd you?
Honestly, like I don't know. Me and my aunt would always dance when I was a kid. She'd be
MTV,
like,
huh?
she'd be
Back
like,
in the day?
yeah.
When
Okay.
you find out you're like in your room by yourself, standing in front of the mirror, and you're like practicing.
Okay.
It's okay doing that though.
Michaela?
The first time I even attempted to twerk, I was on FaceTime with Chas and my sister.
Yeah.
And my sister knows how to twerk, right? So she was like trying to teach me and Chas how to do it. So we're all on the camera just like shake ass.
Doing the ultra.
I will say though, like I used to love choreography. Me and her both. Dude. Okay. I don't think. Should I post one video one time?
You should. Just a little snippet.
I want to see it.
Okay,
It's
so
cool. It's funny.
in my old room growing up, my closet doors were straight mirrors, and so like I used to like love watching myself dance, like do choreography moves. And when me and Vanessa used to hang out when we were kids, we used to like play some music and just record ourselves doing like dances. But I'm talking about we were doing like "Take You Down" by Chris Brown. We were
We thought we were just Chris Brown.
yeah, we would like hump the floor, hump the ceiling. We do like the worm, you know what I
I have
mean?
to see these now.
We were at the
Dude.
wall.
I literally what we would do is we would put like background lighting and turn off all the lights. So we'd put like blue light on the floor so
Damn,
that
you
it
guys are
wouldn't.
creative.
Dude, yeah, like we used to just be like, I mean, I feel like that's the way that I learned how to dance, I
Yeah.
guess.
I
But
feel
like,
like if you know how to dance, you know how to like, you know.
Yeah, as long as you have rhythm, doesn't need you
Yep.
know, dancing is everything.
As long as you have rhythm, you can dance.
Yeah.
dude, even if I don't have rhythm, I'm still be hitting that.
Yeah,
I mean,
same.
Wait, I have a question.
yeah.
This goes back kind of like to twerking. When you're using a strap, do your cheeks clap? Like
I had to think about that so hard.
I just had
Well, dude, you know what?
I used to like I would like record myself, you know, not record myself.
Wait, using the strap?
Well, you know, because I used to
Like, make
post
a-
on Pornhub.
Oh.
So like,
What?
yeah, a long time ago.
I didn't
me and
know
my-
that. How's the monetization on that?
Oh, I don't know. I just posted it, and you know, I would get like 70,000 views. I was like, damn.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hey, I should
it
do that. You
was-
should do that.
No,
No, just kidding.
Yeah,
Don't
but
do
I
that.
used to have a profile on there and stuff, and I
Yeah.
used to like record. But I mean, when I would see myself, I'm like, damn, I'm really going at it, bro. I'm good. I'm doing it good, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, you are like low key twerking.
Yeah,
Like,
you
oh my
are.
God,
I think
my
that's with.
ass.
I think that's with anybody. Like you just be
Yeah.
like, yeah.
You guys feel doing that?
We're just
Like, I don't know.
No.
I just thought I had this intrusive
No,
thought.
yeah.
we gotta set the camera on
Like,
your
damn, my
ass.
ass is fat.
I know, huh? Hey, have you guys ever seen like the crotchless panties?
Yeah.
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 Oh, they're just like open.
They're like
No, they're like underwear, but then like you know how
Yeah.
like a thong, it goes up your ass, but there's only 2 strings, so then your
Yeah.
crotch is
Oh,
open.
wow.
So it's like a thong, and then like it goes like, you know where like the middle part is, and it
Yeah.
has a two
There's no
things?
fabric
There's
there?
no fabric there.
I accidentally bought a pair.
Wait, why did you accidentally? How do you accidentally buy a pair?
Because they were mixed in at Victoria's Secret. They were mixed in with like the rest of the normal ones. They
Oh,
just looked
yeah,
like
yeah.
regular like lace underwear. And I get home, I put them on. I'm like, oh,
Did you return them?
Oh, breeze. The breeze. The jeans are biting.
You can't. It's funny.
Sorry, I had to burp. Okay. Now, I do have another question. Okay. Tilly doesn't drink, so but if you want to chime in, you can. So, have you guys ever been drunk, right? Let's say you go to a party and you see this girl. But this girl is like, let's just say she's a 4. When you're drunk, does she turn into an 8?
No, I have awareness.
Do you?
Like, yeah. Yeah.
Not even. Sometimes I feel like by a little, like if I get a little bit, I'm like, you're kind of looking better. A little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna chime
But-
into that.
What?
I feel like you have goggles.
Oh, dang.
What? What does that mean?
Because like when you get really like just out of it in general, like intoxicated in some sort, like I feel like as if they're blonde, you're like, as long as they're turned the opposite way, you're like, damn, that girl's hot over there, and then they'll turn around and I'll be like,
Okay, she's not wrong.
oh, yeah.
She's not wrong. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to think. Okay, wait. Kayla, go ahead and answer this question. No? You guys have never. You're telling me you've never. Damn, I guess it's just me then. Okay, here's another thing. When you guys are dancing with someone, right? At a club, party, whatever, do you like the person facing you or them facing, like, their ass on you?
Depends on the song.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I'll just breakdance. You know me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, because sometimes, like, if they're facing towards me, sometimes I feel like you're too close to me.
And then they got that hot breath.
They do that. Okay. So when
The
she
alcohol
makes
breath.
fun of
Oh,
me
yeah.
for it, right? Because when I go to the club, I carry Tic Tacs in my pocket at all times.
All
She
the
makes
time.
fun of me, and I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to be the one that gets caught up with no hot stinking breath. All right,
know.
that alcohol breath.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
the worst.
No, that Coke breath is nasty.
The what?
Ew.
People be doing Coke and it gets like yeast on their tongue.
What?
Wait,
It
how does
smells so
how does
bad.
that smell?
Like shit.
Dude, I've never known that before.
Wait,
No,
that
like-
does that to your tongue? I didn't know that either.
Because they're like inhaling so much.
Oh, and then
and
it-
and
yeah,
it drops.
yeah.
And I'm like,
That
ugh,
makes
get away
sense.
from me. That's why I don't like being around people like do that and stuff. Like, I mean, I don't care, but do all what you want.
I know
to,
what you're talking about with the drop, but like I didn't know that you get stinky breath.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know
I
that.
don't like breath.
To go back to your drinking one,
Yeah.
like I've never been drunk before, but like
Yeah.
I've been tipsy, and like obviously you start to see things a little bit differently. So
Yeah.
like not towards other people, but like I be looking at or thinking that I look good. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, and then I
That's
go
what I'm
home and I
saying.
look like trash.
That's what I'm saying. The way that you feel about that, about looking at yourself in the mirror, is how I see other people. So sometimes, like when I go to a club, I'll be sober. Well, barely, but I'll go sober and I'm like, yeah, there's like no hot people there. But then you're in there for like a couple hours, you've been drinking, and I'm just like, you know what? I wouldn't mind dancing with you for a quick second because you're
And not
looking
only
better.
that though, but the lights are dimmer in the clubs.
Exactly.
So like everyone looks good in the club.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Until last calls.
And then I see them walk up to where it's like not as dim,
Yeah.
and I'm just
Everybody's
like,
all sweaty. Everybody's all makeup.
heck yeah. No, okay. Now, on top of that, this is a debate that me and Kayla have had, and I need to know. Okay, if your mind is set on not liking someone, can your mind change? So you don't like this person at all. Can your mind change, though?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And I need to know why. Or, like, what would make that change?
I mean, why would you hurt them in the first place? Like,
Like, you don't like them. Like, they're physically not attractive to you.
oh,
okay, so it's
like
like romantic.
Oh, we're
yeah,
being
romantic, right?
okay.
Romantically. So if you don't like someone, can that change? And what would that change be?
probably being around them a lot and finding out about them more.
So
you know?
yours is proximity. So you just have to be okay. So let's just say whatever you have a family friend, being around them more would make you like them, like change your mind,
Probably. I mean, depends. Like, I mean,
like that. Because to me that's trippy. I was thinking about it. I was like, just because you're in proximity from someone, why does that make you like them more?
It's because you're connecting with someone. though.
But like, what if we're just sitting in a room together? Like we're not
Well-
talking. Like you know what I'm saying?
oh,
Like
then And then I would still have the same opinion. I wouldn't care about them. You know.
It has to be like something that you're
Or
connecting
yeah.
with, you're conversating with, you're maybe if it's someone that is in proximity to you all the time, you're doing certain things together. You know?
So like, when it comes to like first impressions, I'm the type of person I'm just like, oh, I can already tell I'm not gonna like this person, or I can already tell, you know. But then there's been times where I'm just like, I didn't like that person before, just off of first impressions. But after sitting down, having a couple conversations with them, like you guys are saying, like you can get to know someone and see that, oh, maybe they're not as bad.
The reason why this had came into my mind is because I was listening to another podcast and they were talking about work husbands and work wives. Are you guys familiar with the term?
Yeah.
And they were saying because you're in proximity to them, that's the reason why. Because I used to work at a grocery store and everyone used to date everyone. Or I heard servers, they date everyone. Like you just date people that you're around all the time. Versus like if you never worked at them at all, you never would have gave them a chance. But because
100%.
yeah. And to me, I was just like thinking about that. Like it's kind of weird how that works. Or even like when you go to the same school, like you would date someone in that school or in your class because they're in proximity to you. And I just think it's interesting that your mind would be like, I don't like you, but because you're around me so often, like now I like you. Like I was thinking about that and that shit trips me out. So like I just needed to know like what you guys thought about that.
I never thought about that, but that's crazy to think about. Because like my ex-man, I met him through work. I never would have known who he was if it wasn't for work. Like, and honestly, first impression too, like I wasn't attracted to him like that. He was always handsome, blah blah blah, but like because we worked together and because I would hear his name every day or like hear his voice every day at work, I'm just like, okay, like, you know, you kind of grow that attraction.
The mind is trippy, right? Like the way that it works. I don't know. Michaela, do you have any like I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's crazy. If not, it's okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have anything to say about that. I can't really think of
like a scenario like that.
Okay, and then going on to that, like if you tell some if you're about changing or blah, 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 whatever I just said, if your mind is set on not liking someone, can your mind change? We all said yes. Now, have you ever been in a situation where if someone tells you they like you, does that change your mind?
No. Unless I have mutual feelings with them. But I mean, if they just tell me and I don't know that.
Because I feel like when someone tells you, like if like say like me, I'm like, hey, that girl likes you over there. Now I feel like your mind switches to like, oh, like
I'm gonna try to
I'm looking at you now. I'm seeing how you interacted with me before in the past. Like, you know what I mean? And then you start thinking like maybe this could go somewhere because now you know she likes you. Kind of like how people always say like, oh, it's a game, you know, when you're trying to talk with someone and whatever. Like, you know, so you're saying no, it doesn't change.
depends if they're on my type.
Yeah. True.
if I already established that I don't like this person like that and they tell me that they like me, I don't think my mind would change.
Yeah.
But then again, that's why I'm going back to the proximity thing. Okay, let's say you don't like this person, right?
Yeah.
And but they tell you like you don't like them, but then because you're in proximity to them, your mind can change. So you guys are kind of going back on
My mind would never change. No, like if I see them like as a friend and they're around me, like they're my friend, right? And I always see people that way, like that level. But if they tell me they have like a crush on me like that, I still am gonna see them as the friend because I don't have that feeling for them.
I feel like something would have to change, like, I don't know, like if you've already set them in that role, unless like there's some switch up that happens that makes you attracted to them like that, like you're not going to want to pursue anything, especially if they're already in your life as a friend, because then that just makes things like, you know, basically where either you're not even gonna be their friend anymore, you know.
I think life's a trip. Anything can happen. I'm not knocking anything.
Yeah, what I think is trippy too is like, do you think it's messed up? Okay, you're saying like, okay, you know that this person likes you, right? Do you think it's messed up for you to keep having them in your life then?
Well, if they came into my life trying to pursue me, but like, okay, say that we were friends for a long time first, right? They came into my life in the mindset that they wanted me, right? But I just thought of it like, oh, we're friends.
Yeah.
So if they like all of a sudden switch up, like they have a crush on me and expect me to change my feelings, then that's like that's rude. Like I feel like I
Yeah.
shouldn't have to change
Yeah.
because of them.
Well, also in that scenario, they would be aware that you're not into them like that.
Yeah.
So that's their fault for sticking around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because they're not communicating anything about it. They're just having it in their head, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, well, for Tilly and Kayla, do you guys have friends of the opposite sex? So male friends. Do you think ever at one point that they only became friends with you because they wanted to smash?
Definitely.
And you kept him around as a friend though?
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
And that was
Damn.
in the past. Like it's been because now that you say that, I'm just like, damn, like I really don't talk to those male friends anymore.
Yeah. Because
But-
me and her were having this debate about like, okay, we have, damn, I lost it.
like friends that
Mid-sex.
want to.
Yeah. Okay, so where I used to work at, I used to have a lot of guy friends. And she would always tell me like, hey, they only are talking to you because they like you. I can agree, some of them, yes, but then some of them I'm like, nah.
Yeah, some of them for sure no, but there is a lot of them that I was like, yeah, they like talking to you because you can hold conversation like a guy would, but they also like if they had the opportunity would smash.
And you can feel those energies.
Yeah.
Because I think one of the past episodes we've established the only way that you can be actually like platonic friendships with opposite sex is if we met them when we were young and we grew up with them. Because I feel like now, do you guys agree with me now? If you guys were to try to have friends with the opposite sex, it's because you want something from them
No.
in some sort of way?
Well, I have a small circle. Like, I don't really trust that much, you know?
Well, that's what I'm
So,
saying. If you were wanting to have like new friends, it's because you're trying to smash, probably.
Like a girl.
Like a girl, not like opposite sex, but
I'd
like a
probably
girl.
want to have new friends just to, like, get to know. Because I know my friends are probably mostly always busy and stuff. So
Okay, I feel that.
that's all I want. It's just someone to, like, hang out with, go get a few drinks, or have dinner or lunch, you know?
Yeah.
That's it. But nothing, like, emotionally involved.
Like kind of like an acquaintance almost like
Yes.
hey, we can do stuff because we both have time to like go do these things, but not like investing
Yeah.
your like life. Yeah.
You know, that's an interesting topic to me. Is like acquaintances. Like, why do we have them? Like, what? Okay, what makes it? Okay, what's the difference then between a friend and acquaintance? Wouldn't it be like the same thing in a sense?
I feel like friends, you're like, there's more trust because they know you
Yeah.
inside and out. And then
Yeah.
acquaintance, there's just a common ground. Of-
Like you have something in common that you do together.
Yeah.
And that's it. It doesn't expand into the rest of your life.
Damn.
Like there's
Whenever I
just,
think of an acquaintance, it's like more or less someone that I'm just like, oh hey, that I see in the hallway. But like I don't ever like conversate with them. If I
Yeah.
do, then it's like short.
See, I think I agree with her about the whole like if I see them, it's just like a hey, hi, and bye. But so what you're saying is like you guys have a common ground, right? And so if you guys go hang out and do, let's say, basketball, because that's a similar thing, wouldn't that now turn from an acquaintance to a friend because you're hanging outside with them? Like,
maybe if we're not hanging out often, I just need someone like, you know, when my friends are not around, you know, like not like to use them. It's just
Yeah.
to know more other people than just my other friends, you know.
Because
I mean,
you're-
maybe it can expand to friendship. We never know, but you can't really put your trust in people because, like I said, sometimes they have like a hidden animosity, you know.
you think?
Oh,
What gives you that? What gives you hidden animosity? Can you give an example?
I don't know. I've never had anyone. I hope I never had anyone that had animosity towards me, because you know. But I mean, I wouldn't know. Like,
I'm trying to
I want to
think.
hear your thoughts on this.
On what? I'm sorry, just repeat it, because now I'm tracking off. I'm like thinking about what she's saying about hidden animosity, and I'm like, is this like evil eye?
Oh, I think about that all the time.
Yeah.
Just like if like there, do
Jealousy.
you have like acquaintances that are like friendship? Like how does it move to friendship?
If I'm actively making plans to hang out with this person, then they're my friend. But if I'm like working with them and I say hi, that's an acquaintance. Like I'm building friendships. If I want to go on a deeper level, then we go hang out, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm at work and I'm saying hi, and that's just like I'm acquainted with them, you know?
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
how I
like
see it.
you know their
That's
name,
what I
you know
was gonna
who
say.
they
Work.
are.
Work
But,
is like the biggest thing with acquaintances. I feel
I don't
like.
ever friend anyone from work.
I just thought about this right now. Going back to like the work husband and work wife. How do you guys feel about that actually? Like I like
Is
what
it
do you-
cheating?
Disrespectful.
you
If
think
if they have a partner outside of work, that's 100% cheating.
Yeah.
But if it's like they're single and they're messing around with people at work, then that's like a whole different.
Wait, okay, hold on. Now I need to know what you guys are thinking of work husband and work wife. What do you guys think of that? Because like the way that you're explaining it, I feel like you guys are thinking that it's like more than what it is.
Yeah, because I've heard of the terms, but can you define it? I don't.
Well, let's Google it.
Well, I mean, it's because I don't know. Like I would have an ex, and they would like have a close person always doing stuff for them and stuff at work, and I'm like, why are they doing those kind of things for you? Like,
It's
you
weird.
know, like, are you opening that up? You know? Like,
Okay, okay, so this is the definition. A work husband wife is a close, non-romantic colleague with whom you share trust, support, and a sense of camaraderie. Okay, characteristics. You work closely together, you collaborate on projects, you share an office space, you can laugh together, you count on each other for support, you rely on each other for advice, you might even know what each other is thinking.
I
But
feel like you can tell though. It's like with that, like just like two people together at work that they get that nickname, it's because they're actively flirting with each other their whole shift.
Yep.
Because it's like they're
flirtation.
picking one out of their whole coworkers to have like a work
Yeah.
husband or work
I brought you
wife.
lunch. You want to go?
okay,
to
so then what's the
What's
difference?
up,
It's
girlfriend?
weird.
What's up? Yeah.
Yeah.
You okay? So you guys think it's weird to have a work
Yeah.
husband and work wife, but like, what if it's like, okay, let's just say, okay, this is okay. Your significant other is a loser. This is the one person. This is the one.
Damn.
This is the one person that they have. You know what I mean? To talk to them, like you're gonna be
Then
like,
exactly, they shouldn't be in the relationship. They're using this work outlet that they have and this person that they found because of proximity to have what they don't have with their partner. They should not be with the partner they
Why they
Yeah.
and why they getting that comfortable to begin with?
But it does it have to be like
It doesn't have-
romantic like that? Because me personally, I only work with females. I don't work with guys.
Yeah.
And one of my coworkers I got really close with. And
Yeah.
she's my work wifey.
Yeah.
And not only that, she's lesbian and she's married.
that's why I'm kind of like
the
on,
tea. She likes you.
Well, no, that's why I'm kind of like on that wavelength with you of like, yeah, you can have a work husband, work wife, because at the end of the day, I don't think it's necessarily they're always like flirting with our person. It's just like, it's just someone they go to lunch with, or it's someone that they like talk to at work. Like
For
you know
me,
what I
it's
mean?
just like we get each other, like me and her, we can relate on things, like we bounce off of each other. And not only that, but like I'm at work fucking 90% of my life. So like, of course, I'm gonna grow some type of relationship with her, not in a romantic way.
yeah.
Yeah, but like I spend 12 hours, oh my God,
12 hours.
of my day with this person.
Yeah.
And like, how are you not like,
See, and then okay, so to piggy off of that, let's just say for an example, you have a best friend that you hang out with all the time, right? Just a best friend, and they end up getting hired at the same workplace with you. Then they're considered a work wife as well, also your best friend.
Yeah, well, a best friend, like a good friend, like I have one.
Am I
have one
tripping on this?
coworker at work that I'm really, really close to.
So that's your work wife.
but like
That's your work wife.
we don't flirt with each other though.
Yeah, but like she literally makes homemade food for her, guys.
wait,
And
but
then-
do you don't have to flirt in order for for someone to be like a work
Yeah,
wife
you don't have
or-
to flirt. It's just
Oh,
like
okay,
someone that
well,
you're really close to.
then
Me,
that's fine.
to me, I know I read the definition, but to me, it's just the definition says it right here. It says no, a close non-romantic colleague.
But like, do you
Well,
have to
people be
call them a
flirting.
work wife or
Yeah, I
work
don't like
husband?
that
Yeah, I
term.
don't like that term either.
But what's
It's, like,
wrong with that term? Like, why
I
is
don't
it
know,
so
just-
like?
it plays off
No.
of like some like bad intentions, you know? I don't
Because like
know.
okay.
people,
It sounds weird.
when you work in an office setting, I feel like it's all really different too. And like literally, there is people that be like, "Well, like hi work husband, hi work wife." Like I used to hear that all of the time when I worked at a place. Like I'd be like, "What the heck?" I'm like, "Don't you have like 3 kids at home?" Like,
Exactly.
like I don't know.
I can see though why you would be like the fuck.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful. I think it's
Yeah.
just disrespectful. for the
Okay,
partner.
I think I could see it about like if I came up to work or your work or whatever, and someone was like, "Oh, that's my work wife."
Like you would be pissed.
Yeah, it'd
I
be a
don't-
little weird.
I just
Like if some man was calling me his work wife, you would be
I
pressed.
wouldn't be pressed. I just look at him like, did you just say that
Exactly.
term? Like, I would just be like, okay, it's cool. Like, if you're out of work and you're talking about it with your other friend, you're like, oh yeah, my work wife. But then like you're saying that in front of me, I was like, but like at the same time, like I know it's like, oh, it's just your close friend or whatever. But like work wife, like work husband, like.
I guess you kind of have to have that like understanding, like especially with your significant other.
Yeah.
Like, cause not like obviously I didn't know what the fuck a work wife was. I've heard of it, but I
Yeah.
didn't know the actual definition. So I guess that also is something to take into consideration too.
Dude,
Not everyone knows the term.
imagine your significant other is telling their work wife or work husband about your problems.
That's another good point.
Ooh, I'll be so
Bruh.
mad.
And then you just pull up to like for whatever reason at their work and they're just looking at you.
Wait, speaking on that, I do have a question on that. What do you guys think about that? How do you guys feel about your significant other telling your guys' problems or like venting about your guys' problems to someone else? Is that
That's a line. That's a line. That's
I know,
crossed.
but like what's the line between like going mentally insane from holding all that information in versus like expressing how you feel with someone that's close, like their best friend? Can they say it? Can they vent to their best friend?
Maybe to their best friend, but not to like an acquaintance.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't even want to tell my business to anyone, you know?
Yeah.
I like
Especially
to keep it to myself.
coworkers.
Yeah.
Okay, well, not coworkers. Okay, so who can your partner tell your guys' business to?
Shoot, their parents or their siblings.
I don't want to. No,
Parents is
don't tell your parents, bro. That's
Parents.
crazy to me.
Oh yeah, that well, I mean, no, it depends if you have a good relationship with your parents and they're like
Yeah.
understandable. But
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't go to just anyone. Like I said, it would probably be my best friend. But that's it.
If they have that one person that they can confide in, and like obviously, like I'm sure you guys have your people who you can go to on the daily and be like, look, this is what's happening in my life. I'm sure your significant other is gonna know that too. But it's different whenever you're saying it to just like everyone, like, oh, I'm telling my other friend, my sister, my
Yeah.
fucking grandma. You know what I mean?
If
Then
you're
it's
not
different.
ready to leave, you shouldn't be really talking about. I feel like,
Yeah.
I also think
And that's the tea.
yeah, because,
Yeah.
because like even your best friend, like I'm not sure we all have that friend in our life that has come to us like multiple times about the same exact damn issue with even different partners, you know, and
Yeah.
like it just kind of gets like.
You don't want to be. It's like embarrassing. Not embarrassing, but it's just that
Like you know,
prepare. Yeah, you put yourself through that.
Yeah.
You know. At the end of the day, what you're putting yourself through.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't really like telling a lot of people about like anything. So I write it down
Same.
and then like I'll throw it away.
Yeah, I have a journal and I be writing things down because, like I said, I don't really trust a lot of people, and like I know what I put myself in, like the predicament. So I'm not gonna, vent to someone when it's my decision to move on or like.
Wait, okay, this is another question then. Are you more likely to tell someone about your business if it was your partner's fault and not your fault?
No,
Like, let's say you fucked up. Are you telling them, like, yo, this is what I did, I fucked up? Like,
to your partner.
no, to your homie. Like, you're telling your homie, I'm like, dude, this is what happened. Like, what should I do? Or are you more going to your best friend and be like, this is what she did?
I rely heavily. Like if I fucked up in something, I need advice.
A second opinion on
Yeah,
it?
so I'm just like, look, this is what happened. This is what went down. Like, I need your advice. I know I'm in the wrong, but like, what's next? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I think I'm more of a that person where I'm like, if I fucked up, I will tell you. But if my partner fucked up, I'm not saying anything. Just because, like, for me personally, like, I don't like telling. Like, if my partner messed up, I'm not gonna tell anyone else because I don't want whoever I'm telling to have a certain perception in their mind of my partner. Now I will only go to like a lot of my friends unless I'm the one that messed up, and I'll do the same thing. Like, look, I messed up. Do you think I was in the wrong, or do you think I'm in the right?
Yeah.
It's
Right,
just
whatever.
advice from your part. That's all you.
Yeah. Or if like they've ever been in situations similar and how they handled it, so I know however that ended, if I should go that way or the opposite way, because I know there's sometimes where I'm like, huh.
You just have to be really careful because especially like with family, like if you're gonna stay with a person, if you tell them negative things about that person, they go in protective mode.
Yeah.
When my friends tell me like bad things that's like going on in their relationships, like I try and take myself out of it, but there's also a part of me that just like wants to be like the fighter for them. Like they deserve more.
Yeah, because
you
you get too emotionally involved.
Yeah.
And you can't do that.
Yeah. And it's like setting that boundary of taking a step back and out of that
Wait,
situation.
can I know real quick, speaking on the topic of relationships, have you ever went to your parents about your significant other and like you told them like the bad stuff and then you went back to that person and like now your parents are like,
Yes, I
like,
have.
you have?
Yeah, you guys know him. Like, y'all know. Or
Wait, since you have, what did they tell your parents tell you anything, or did they say anything, or like how do they feel about it?
so when I talk to my mom about things like that, she likes to come at it as like, because I'm coming to her, right? She likes to try to like steer away from being too overbearing, like with what she feels. So she'd be like giving me advice, right?
Yeah.
Like she'll step back and be like, oh, if I were in your position, I would do this, right? But if I told my dad, he would be the protective one, right? So
Yeah.
like my ex, for example, my dad fought my ex because you know like there was that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just depends on the type of parent you have.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah.
In your situation though, which one do you think works better for you? The mom who's like tries to give you perspective, or your dad who's just like overbearing? Like which one do you think you prefer or works better for you? Because I know everyone's different, but I just like from your perspective.
I think if I wanted a way out, I would lean toward my dad. But if I wanted just advice to keep my relationship going, I'd go to my mom.
Yeah, it depends.
You know, it depends.
Interesting. Can I know the tea? What happened?
So I was fighting with my parents, and that's another thing too. If you share like your family beef with your significant other, they're also gonna have that perspective of your family, right?
Yeah.
So like not only did they have things on him, he had things on them, right? So that's where I messed up. I was sharing too much with both parties. And so you have my ex's perspective, like, oh, your family treats you like this, like F them, right? He's only seen the bad from them because of what I said, which was my mistake.
Yeah.
And then they've seen the bad when we had our fights, because I would come back and be like, Mom, like I need help. You know, my mom would end up telling my dad, and you know, that happened. But like what happened was I was fighting with my parents, and then I ended up getting kicked out, right? And so then it got to a point where my partner, my ex at the time, he like was defending me, and like I told him I didn't need that defense. I just tried to like I blocked them, right? I blocked my parents for a little bit of time, but he took it upon himself to say something to my dad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bold.
Okay. Can I ask real quick? Was he on the right or the wrong? Like, do you respect him for that, or do you disrespect him for crossing that line?
Yeah.
Because as a partner, like I feel like that's your family drama. Like I'm not gonna get into it. So like, like what did you feel about that? Like was he in the right to you, or was he in the wrong to you?
I think everything that he said was right, but I would have said it. He crossed the line by doing it for me.
Yeah.
Because it's your family, right?
Yeah, it's my family.
Okay, yeah. Okay, now going on that topic about your have you guys ever told your partner then about like your family drama?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've never. I'm very like to myself. Like I don't even tell my friends anything. Like
family oriented.
yeah. Like if I do need a vent, I'll tell like my closest friend or my uncle. But
Okay, but you never tell your significant other about your family drama.
no.
Damn. Okay, so you have. So how did your partner take it? Was he more like didn't want to come around the family, or like how was that?
Well, I mean, like the thing is, I don't really go around my family myself.
Okay.
So
True.
there's that, but also like you have to be very careful about number one, who you're saying things to, number two, how you say them, because like I don't want him to like go like if I do ever go to my dad's fucking birthday or whatever it is, I don't want him going there with like an idea of, oh, this is how they're gonna be already. I want him to have his own first impression of my family.
Yeah.
And with the impression that they make, that's on them, because my family, they're smart asses.
Yeah.
And
No.
not a lot of people take it the right way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. For me, I don't really tell her about like my family. If anything, she sees it for herself, and then I just either confirm or deny whether or not like whatever
If
she's
they're good,
thinking is
yeah.
thinking.
I feel like that's a thing that we both don't really like interject in like each other's family stuff. Like we're obviously a part of it, but like even like throughout our relationships in different stages, like there like has been times where like I've wanted to in my head to say something, but I know my place.
Yeah.
This isn't my place to say. Like if she wants to address those things, that's on her. And like same thing with mine. Like she's never crossed that boundary either, because then it just creates so
Drama.
much stress, you know?
Yeah.
And like we can have our own conversation afterwards, and we're like, you know, whatever, talking about whatever, but you should never disrespect like your person's family.
So I'm just gonna give you like a plain example. So like, let's say my family's treating me like shit, and she sees that, and I know she's pissed. We're leaving.
Yeah.
Same with her family. If her family's treating her some type of way, and I don't like how they're treating her, I'm not gonna go up to the family and tell them.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, "Yo, we gotta leave. Like, I don't like how they're treating you. Like, we're just gonna leave."
Yeah, that's
So-
how it should be though.
That's exactly how we are. Like every time, like we don't like how our families are treating us,
Something's- yeah.
we just
Yeah.
leave. So that's just kind of like how we are. But
Also, I think that when it comes to family too, like, look, you love them, but family is messy. People fucking talk, and you gotta be careful who you're saying shit to and what you're saying, because family are the messiest people you could say shit to.
Well, because if you think about it, like, all of your lines are so crossed, because, like, yeah, like, we're family, but then, like, maybe the person I'm having issues with, like, you feel close to in a different route. So then it just becomes this web of all these, like, mismatched things that are being said, and it just creates, like, a whole web of
And with
you know.
that too, like, if say that you hate someone, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna, just because you're my family, I'm not gonna just hate them or not. Like, I don't know.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Exactly. But
I'm
it
gonna have
just
my own
makes it,
thoughts.
yeah, it just makes
just
it
awkward
complicated.
kind of.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, on that note, we are gonna end the podcast right here because we're reaching an hour. I know. I
We went
know.
through a lot of topics.
Yeah.
I feel like we did. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching though. We'll see you guys in the next episodes. All of their socials will be linked down below, and we'll see you in the next one. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Could I smoke?
Yeah.